the long list of films that we've been searching for desperately, the lost films, which is quite a long list, Sherlock Holmes, the 1916 Sherlock Holmes, has always been very high. And the reason for that is because of its star, William Gillette. Gillette was one of the great actors of the late 19th, early 20th century, who created our idea of what Sherlock Holmes looks like and how he acts. Even more than in Conan Doyle and the illustrations for the original Sherlock Holmes stories, it was William Gillette, through the play that he created in the late 19th century, who formed our idea with the deerstalker hat and the calabash pipe, but also a man full of gravitas and yet with a sense of humor as well. But we never had any physical moving image of Gillette. We have photographs, we have descriptions, but we never had even a frame of the film. Gillette became very famous for doing this role. He was able to build a castle in Connecticut called Gillette Castle and retire very comfortably. He was so famous as Sherlock Holmes that when King Edward VII finally ended his period of mourning after the death of his mother, Queen Victoria, so an entire year, the first thing he did the day after the period of mourning ended was to go to the theater to see William Gillette and Sherlock Holmes. So for years now, decades and decades, we've been missing this vital record of what that performance was like. And so for it to be here in Pordenone, the film was only discovered in the Cinémathèque Française last year. It had its world premiere, the restoration, in Paris in January. So to have it here now in Pordenone was a very important element of this edition, to understand what all of the discussion was. And one of the great things about the film, it's not that Arthur Berthollet, the director, was such a fantastic director, but it's definitely Gillette's show. And you see everything that you've read about, all of the way that he performed. Again, that sense of humor combined with very much a sense of gravitas, of seriousness, it's all there. So without that, without our understanding of Sherlock Holmes, we don't understand Benedict Cumberbatch. We don't understand any of the people that came after Gillette, because they're so based through theatrical legend and through influences all through the years on that original performance.